Hello and welcome to the Tech Data Microsoft Azure training video series. My name is Sean Taylor and I am a Microsoft Solutions Architect for Tech Data in the UK. In this video we are going to look at the creation of a website within Microsoft Azure. So the Azure subscription is up and running, as you can see. From here we're going to select New in the bottom left corner. From there we're going to be able to create a new website. So from there we're going to create a web app. We're going to do that. You could use the quick or the custom create. More than likely you probably be initially creating it from the gallery. There's a whole range of templates that are available to choose from when it comes to creating your website of choice. So for example, we can choose from blogs, CMS, e-commerce, tools, wikis, etc, etc. So for example, I'm going to create a blog, and then we get again a range of options within the blog itself. WordPress seems to be the flavour of the moment, so let's select WordPress. So if we next that one, and this is where if you had your own DNS you'd be able to specify, but for this one we're going to use one of the free websites which uses the suffix azurewebsites.net. So this is obviously where we need to find something that is unique within the Azure service. So let's say that we had Tech Data Azure training blog. Okay, so that's come up as unique. From there we've also got the database that it's going to use. We are using a free plan, so there's no web scaling option, but if you were using a paid for plan you could stipulate a scaling option. We need to say where we are, and that is pretty much it. Again, it will create the MySQL database for me. So if I select that, agree to the terms and conditions, and the web application is now in the process of being created. Fantastic. So we now have our web app created. We can select that, and you can start looking at the dashboard. We can monitor it, the jobs. We can go back in and we can configure it. The scaling options are there. We can configure as and when it's backed up. So various different options to go through that from a scripting support point of view. We can also browse, so this will take us to the website. So first thing we need to do is install WordPress. Now if anyone's actually tried doing this traditionally, this can be a reasonably lengthy process and you've got to have a fair idea about what you're doing. Literally I've just said I would like English UK. And we're pretty much in. So what do we want the site title to be? So we want this to be our Tech Data Azure training video blog, and we'll have a user account in there. Ooh, that's not a good one then. Okay, let's try something else. That one will do. So we've got a password in there. Email is tech data training video at outlook.com. And we are good to go. Okay, so that is WordPress installed and ready to rock and roll. So we quite literally log in with a secure-ish password. And this is one of the things that you can configure with Azure Active Directory as well. So we could do this via single sign-on. And away we go. We have a blog up and running using the Azure web applications within 5 minutes or so in there. I must admit I'm not the world's greatest expert on WordPress, but in there, create a new post. And away we go. We could create, put the title in, put the text in, we could put pictures in there, URLs, we can tag it, we can list it, and we can categorize it. It's entirely up to you. Okay. So that is how to create an Azure website using the free service. And in this instance, that was a WordPress blog.